Welcome back to our Look Back video series. 2.5 years ago, we reviewed the Milwaukee cordless M18 Backpack Vacuum. Now, back then, we were impressed that it had an adaptive design and backpack ability, providing users with like a vacuum that can tackle a whole variety of cleanup tasks. As a remodeling contractor, we work hard at keeping dust out of the occupied homes or areas that people are living in while we're working. As a result, we use our vacuums for spot cleanup, area cleanups, as well as collecting dust at the source. For example, I use this backpack a lot with our Makita drywall cutter. Now, this vac does a good job at medium to small size debris. We still recommend a shop vac for major demo and larger stuff. When we first reviewed this vac, we liked the vacuum canister. It's clear, it allows full visibility to the user. The canister has a 1 gallon capacity and features a really easy bagless design. Super easy. What I mean by this is the debris bin can literally just be emptied in seconds at a touch of a button. There is 3 major pluses to having a bagless vacuum. The first is obvious. 1, it's cheap. You don't have to spend money on purchasing replacement dust bags. They can get pricey. 2, visibility. You know when it's near full. You can also see if you picked up something. It's handy for checking to see if you didn't accidentally suck up a valuable or a small object or something you need. And 3, super easy to maintain. Thanks to the visibility, you can easily see when it's full and when it needs to be emptied and all that stuff. The negative part of it, though, is that you need to sometimes tap it off or at least vacuum your HEPA filter more often. So, did we get this vacuum right? Did we report to you right? I think we did. So here's our thoughts moving forward. It definitely needs suction improvement. The vacuum uses a HEPA filter with 99.97 efficiency at 3 microns. The vacuum was designed for drywall dust, concrete dust, wood, and metal shavings. And in our original interview or review, we noted the vacuum suction was okay, not great. That's still true today. And what I mean by that is the vacuum won't suck up larger chunks of drywall or 1.25 drywall screws and things like that. The most important improvement Milwaukee can make to this tool is to give it corded shop vac suction. That's what I hope for. Also, I want a longer hose. The vacuum has an accordion style hose that stretches from 18 inches to 6 feet with no negative effects. Most vacuums are unwieldy. This one bends nicely, retracts to its original position. Kinks are a major failure in a lot of hoses. This one doesn't have any problems with that. Really nice hose. And while the hose is great, I still think that when it's not attached to your back, when it's not a backpack, it's hard to use. So Milwaukee does offer a 9-foot hose as an accessory, and I think that's something you want to think about, especially if you're working off a ladder, staging lift, MRO type cart, and not wearing that backpack on your back, which I do a lot. All right, so there's a floor sweep on this vacuum that attaches to the wand. Now the floor sweep attachment has an integrated rubber squeegee, which I found either pushed or pulled sawdust or debris in a pile and left things behind. This necessitated the user having to go back over that pile. A little bit of an annoyance. Now the purpose of that rubber sweep is to keep the suction intact when going over large quantities of dust. And sometimes 2 or 3 sweep overs is what's needed. While annoying at first, once I figured this out and adjusted and planned for it, I got used to it. Milwaukee did optimize this floor sweep design, and they basically raised the housing 2 or 3 millimeters near the wheels. This was basically done to give better clearance so there's no log jam of sawdust coming into that hose orifice. I can tell you that the vacuum has been optimized for hard surfaces but does work well on tight weave carpets. That's good. But a brush attachment is needed. Additionally, I don't know, I think like when we're doing finish work and stuff, we want to clean off baseboards and muntins on windows, radiator fins, other intricate non-floor surfaces. This is something that we typically do, and I'd love to see Milwaukee included as an accessory. Let's talk about the 3-in-1 feature because we never use it. So there is a removable harness on this backpack. Basically it's a dry vacuum. It can be worn as a backpack. It easily transforms into a hand carry. Finally, there's also a hook that you can hang on ladders, scaffolding, 2x4 lumber. We've never removed the backpack harness. Just don't. We just put it on the floor and use it. This backpack vacuum weighs 15.3 pounds as a bare tool. Adding a 9 amp hour battery adds 2.5 pounds, and a 12 amp hour battery adds 3.5 pounds. It's still easily carried on your back and maneuverable. One learning point we've noted though is that when you're wearing this backpack, you need to be spatially cognizant of hitting finish work around you, because the backpack protrudes behind you, behind your back. So this is especially true with working around finished trim, door trim, walls, cabinetry, stuff like that. Looking back, we absolutely recommend buying this backpack. I would like to see more suction, but I recommend buying it. It performs the same as it did day one, no issues, nothing negative to report. You can buy this online at Ohio Power Tool. It's about $300, and I'll add a video description, purchase link in the video description below. All right, look, because vacuum cleaners are no good if it's a pain to use, to empty, they're loud or difficult to maneuver, it's important to note that this backpack vacuum is none of these. It's convenient to use, quiet, easy to empty, and more importantly, pretty decent run time for an 18-volt vacuum. It's especially useful for doing quick spot cleans, end of the day cleanups, carpet, occupied spaces, and not having a cord means less time. You move faster, easy to move on stairs. So I think it's a win. And that's it for our look back, guys. If you liked this video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and please hit that notification bell right there. Don't forget to follow Toolbox Buzz and Concord Carpenter on Instagram. We'll see you next time here at Toolbox Buzz.